Well, so here we are. It's our home away from home.
It's a beautiful space.
It is a beautiful space and a sea of empty seats that will be filled very soon.
All good seats.
Well, listen to this. You'll love this.
Okay, then. That's what we want.
Yeah, I think this might be a very nice symphony hall. So what do you say we give it a dry run?
Let's see.
Let's see what this feels
I
like.
like this one.
Sure.
After 19 months, how long has it been?
It's been a long time.
Ooh,
Too long.
These are good.
Comfortable, nice leg room.
Good sound. Even when you're speaking in here, the sound is good. This
You
is
can
good.
hear the sound, and
I like this.
the views are beautiful, unobstructed. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good place. So this must feel kind of strange for you. I mean, you're approaching your first concert for a live audience as executive director of the symphony.
It's a lot to process. It feels like it's a time warp. I mean, I got here in July 2020, and now it's October of 2021, and a lot has happened.
Well, we've
been waiting
accomplished
for
a
this.
lot under your leadership.
Well, thank you. You were no small part of all of that, of course.
This is cool.
This is really good.
Yeah. Well, check this out.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is great. It's been a long time.
Indeed it has. You know, there's something deeply satisfying and yet somewhat surreal to being back on a stage, set up for rehearsals, for performances before a live audience.
It's really, really hard to believe that it's been almost 2 years since we've done this.
Exactly, and we've done a lot during those 2 years.
Absolutely.
But very, very different from what we're going to be doing this weekend.
There's something about a live audience, and I hope the audience knows this. If not, I'm going to tell them every night that we're here. It's the sort of the invisible connection that we have across the footlights with them. We need them to play better, right?
That's right, and even when they're being absolutely silent, listening to music,
that's the best
you
part.
feel that silence in a way that playing for an empty house, you don't feel. And there's a synergy that goes on where their energy is making our energy higher, and it just builds upon itself, creating what we hope will be a spectacular performance.
That's the amazing thing about live music.
And this hall is beautiful. We're very excited to be here. And, you know, I'm just so glad that this place exists. I'm glad we were able to play here. And I think it's going to be a terrific year for everybody.
I think so too. I'm so pleased that we have become friends with our new friends here at the Scottish Rite in Uptown. And I think the whole season has, of course, it has a celebratory feel because we've been away from one another for so long. But I think particularly this opening Masterworks weekend has sort of joyful, celebratory is the word that comes to mind.
You certainly couldn't ask for a better end than Pictures at an Exhibition.
Exactly.
And the Great Gate of Kiev, particularly, where a huge orchestra is playing major chords. It's going to be a spectacular finish. But I'm equally excited to be performing the first half of our program, which features two pieces that will be entirely unfamiliar to our audience, and each delightful and powerful and energetic.
And very accessible.
Very accessible and written by living composers, one of whom will be in the hall. And,
what an opportunity.
You know, it's kind of amazing. Jonathan Leshnoff was our composer in residence, but 1.5 years of his 3-year tenure as composer in residence was pandemic.
Right.
And so we're extending that into this season and hopefully going forward because I thoroughly believe in his artistry and his music. And the piece that we're doing for this concert, his piano concerto, is one of the best pieces he's written. I'm so excited to be doing this energetic, driven, lyrical, delightful piece, wonderful melodies, and with one of the finest pianists out there right now.
I was going to say that. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to hearing Joyce.
Yeah, Joyce Yang is,
she's a superstar.
Every time I speak to friends who have worked with her, they say, we have never heard music better than she performs. So that should be dazzling. And the piece we open with is by one of the superstars of the composition world, Gabriela Lena Frank, and her 3 Latin American dances. Which are, well, it's 3 different pieces put together in a suite.
Right.
But each with different Latin flavors, Latin percussion, Latin rhythms, and yet always with this sense of lyricism on top. And so, yes, I think this is a performance with a wide variety of color. And when I say color, I know it's a weird word when you're talking about things you're hearing, but aural color.
Right.
And three composers who really know how to make use of a large orchestra.
Right. And it's a very large orchestra. We're going to have almost 90 on it.
90 players on
Yeah.
stage, and it should be a sonic landscape that
Yeah.
will be memorable, celebratory. And so we thought it would be nice to show you a short clip of Joyce playing solo piano, just to give you a small taste of her artistry.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous music, but what I love about her is just the way that she's able to shape phrases, use the piano to its fullest extent in terms of the sounds that are available.
Color again.
Yep, and every conductor who I talk to who has worked with her, who I know, has said that her performances are among the highlights of their career doing concertos. And so I just cannot wait to share the stage with her. I'm just so excited after all this time to be back with my friends and colleagues on stage, making great music for my friends and colleagues in the audience.
Right.
I mean, this is what it's all about.
And I'm excited because there are people on both sides of the footlights that I still haven't met yet, because it's been
That's right.
a very unusual time.
A lot of people have seen your image on video.
Right. And I've emailed and called and written letters, but I'm waiting to meet all of these people that make all of this happen.
Yeah, this should be a lot of fun, and I just can't wait.
Yeah.
And just so you know, the concerts are Saturday night at 7:30, Sunday at 3 o'clock. Here at the Scottish Rite Temple Auditorium on, what is it, the address? Is it on 3rd Street?
2701 North 3rd Street.
And it's the first weekend in October, October 3rd and 4th. And we hope you'll be there. I think it's going to be memorable. I think it's going to be emotionally driven. I can only begin to imagine the joy that will be in the audience and on stage. So we hope you'll join us this weekend and going forward for the rest of our season as we perform here at the Scottish Rite Auditorium. It should be a memorable year, certainly a memorable start to it this weekend. Thank you so much.
We look forward to seeing you.